Welcome back. Today, you'll give your AI assistant a brand new ability by building your very first MCP server from scratch. MCP, the Model Context Protocol, is often called the USB-C port for AI. One open standard, connecting any assistant to your tools, your files, and your data. Why does it matter? Write a server once, and every MCP-capable app can use it. The model discovers your tools automatically, and everything runs privately on your own machine. Here is where we're heading. By the end, Claude will save and recall notes using a tool that you wrote. The plan is simple. A small note server in TypeScript. 2 tools, one to add a note, one to list them. A plain JSON file for storage. And a live connection to Claude. Setup takes for commands. Create the folder, initialize the project, install the MCP SDK with Zod, and add TypeScript with TSX to run it. Every server begins the same way. Import the SDK and create an MCP server with a name and a version. This is the identity your assistant will see. Now, the first tool. Register tool takes 3 things: a name, a definition, and a handler. And the description matters enormously. It is how the model decides when to use your tool. It's worth pausing here. The input schema, written in Zod, isn't just validation. The model reads these types and descriptions like documentation and uses them to call your tool correctly. The second tool is even simpler. No inputs at all. It reads the notes and returns them as text. 2 tools. A complete, useful server. Storage is deliberately boring. A single JSON file sitting beside the server. Read notes parses it. Write note saves it. No database required. Finally, the transport. Standard I/O lets Claude launch your server and speak to it through standard input and output. One golden rule: never log to standard out. Use standard error. Before touching Claude, test with the MCP Inspector. One command opens a browser, lists both tools, and lets you call them by hand. To connect Claude Desktop, add the server to the config file with an absolute path and restart Claude. In Claude code, it's a single command, Claude MCP add. And there it is. Ask Claude about your notes, and it finds your tool, calls it, and reads the answer back. Your code, inside the conversation. 3 classic mistakes. Logging to standard out, which quietly corrupts the protocol. Relative paths in the config. And forgetting to fully restart Claude. Step back and admire it. Claude speaks MCP over standard I/O. Your server exposes 2 well-described tools. And a humble JSON file remembers everything. You've built your first MCP server. In the next episode, we go further, an AI agent with tool calling. Thank you for building along.